You're pretty when I'm drunk.
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 And I'm pretty fucking drunk.
Hey guys, Sunday, and we're going to look at the Heart of Darkness from Magic Hat. But I'm sorry, Heffy, but you got dumped. We'll look at that tomorrow. But today's Sunday, and the weather was nice, so, you know, instead of actually enjoying the day and sitting outside and counting mosquitoes as they fly by carrying small children, I decided to go give a hand to a friend of mine doing some siding. So now I'm home, I'm all cleaned up, and that little tiny beer from Heffy just didn't look like it was going to work. So I'm moving. I know, I'm acting like kind of like a prima donna and actually changing up which beer we're going to look at. But after all, this is Salty Shellback's channel, or the Glockgeist channel. So I know I'm probably going to piss them off without getting permission to change the rotation, but we're going to look at Decadence. This is the 2013 anniversary. Got the scribble. I know last year was a Belgium ale, I believe. Didn't have it, but this year, I don't know. Just being cool, they changed it to this is a German style Doppelbock lager. It is 10% by volume, and you just know with the foil wrapper, not just a paper cover like some of that shit that Heffy sends, or a silver foil. This is a gold foil, so we just know, just going into it, that this is, you know, undoubtedly has to be a 10, right? Hey, it is from AleSmith, and so far I have not been let down by them, and you can see all the extras. I'll just go right to shit when we get to the cap. But again, just to make sure that this is working okay, we're going to use the flash hider, the beer hider that Jim sent. So here we go. Oh my god. And the video is now official. If the house burns down, we're just going to keep right on rolling until this is over. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a light, kind of an amber brown, a little cloudy, kind of an aggressive pour, and still we are rolling on a diminished head. Ooh, we got a like sweet fruits. It's got like an apple, a pear, speaking of a pear, I am fired. It's okay, I quit. I don't need to drink beer. Okay, I take that back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we fought. Would you like to have make-up sex? Yeah, there's a lot of like big sweet fruit. Why do 2 or 3 people immediately pop into my mind? I don't know. Must be something wrong with you. So, cheers, guys. As you can see, we now have no head at all. So, this is familiar ground to me. The initial flavors are quite a bit different than the smell. Kind of rolls through the whole thing. You get that almost like sweet fruit smells. Maybe a little bit of what you smell, you taste at the beginning. But right behind that, it has a big, like sweet, but like more like a caramel. You got some darker malts in there. Not quite getting into the roasted flavors, but definitely some heavier flavors to it. The mouthfeel is kind of like a medium, a little bit on the, like syrupy or oily kind of feel to it. Yeah, that little like apple sweet kind of fruit. You're just kind of getting that right at the very beginning, and then it's kind of all blown away by that caramel like flavors. Some of that kind of like right in the middle. Not really a bitterness, but I think you're getting a little bit of the alcohol, kind of a warming in there, which again, 10%. You figure you got to find that in there somewhere. Yeah, it's like a fat chick stowed away in a Lamborghini. Figure you're gonna find her eventually. It's a Lamborghini, sorry. There's way back. God, 3 careers ago, I managed a few Domino's pizza stores, and I did that for well over 10 years. And right about the time in my city here, that Little Caesars came to town. At that time, all the stores that were here, which I think was 4 of them, 3 for sure, were all owned by one guy. They weren't I don't think he was a corporate. He might have been the main owner. Don't know. He was in town preparing for the grand opening. I think all 3 or 4 of them all opened at the same time, and he was up here for that. And he had a white Lamborghini Countach, and he was with. Oh, sorry, I'll start with the fat story. He never locked the doors on the car because he figured it was better if someone was going to try to steal it, he'd rather they just stole it as opposed to broke into it while they were stealing it. So I don't think he left the keys in the ignition, so that's kind of a hole in his thought process. But he had a very large woman climb into the passenger seat of it, and she wasn't going to get out until he took her for a ride. I don't remember if he had her arrested or just took her for the damn ride. I probably, would have taken her for a ride and, just took her for a ride right over to Monroe and had the suspension replaced on the passenger side when we were all done. But the funny story for me and the interaction with him is he was on a little tour of the Domino's pizza stores in this area, kind of scouting the competition. And he had been sitting in front of my store, and evidently, because it's a Lamborghini, and why would you not kind of did a heavy acceleration as he pulled away from the store. Well, he was heading in the direction that I was coming, and it was a blind right-hand turn. So at the time, I was driving a Toyota SR5 pickup truck with a pair of, I believe they were 34-inch tires on it, and I came flying around the corner, and he was flying around the corner towards me in my lane. It's like, you can imagine that I would have had no problems at all just going right up and over that car, but at the last minute he swerved and went around me. Those are awesome cars. If you've never actually seen some of those exotic sports cars up in person, they just look so big to life when you see them on TV or in a magazine, and when you actually have the opportunity to see the thing, you're like, damn, man, you could put this in the back of a pickup truck. If I had a if I was one to Birdman and I was sporting some wood, the car could have driven right past you and not even touched your, if you know what I mean. Unless, of course, you're Jerry, Blue Thunder, Lone Patriot, or what the fuck he is right now. He would have had his dick taken right off, easily, probably by the front bumper. And not because it's, just because, just saying. Okay, so I digress. That's how this shit goes along. If I was just like a pro like Jameson or someone like that, you could just talk about the beer and move on, and 12 minutes of your life wouldn't be wasted. So let's just skip all that. And there's a lot of flavors going on here, and I know I'm missing something. Doppelbock, they do have a tendency to be on the sweeter side, usually the dark fruits, which on the tasting end of it, this leans more that way. The smell end of it, though, is, it's just, that's completely, I almost kind of wish it tasted like it smells. I mean, it still smells good, but it's a good smelling beer. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? Yeah, a lot of that right in the middle, I believe, is the alcohol saying, we're here. And again, it's a big beer. I don't expect you to stick around. I drink the whole thing. Gonna probably could go upstairs and edit this video and drink some more of it. I also have one that's going to be going up on the Ebomi side, and I'm still not sure if I might make another attempt at it. The whole thing kind of pisses me off. That he's had over 80 comments about people that'll take the time out of their day to tell them that he needs to give them more before they'll put forth the effort to design him a logo. Those people, honestly, don't deserve their rights. So many people take it for granted. That's why I love you guys. So many of you guys, well, at least nobody's got the balls to leave comments. Goes the other way. But all you guys understand the importance of freedom and the men and women that have given their lives in the history of the United States to defend and fight for that right. Just seems to be so taken for granted these days. I mean, I don't know if it seems like so many, what I don't understand is it seems like so many people that I talk to talk like me. Well, it's like, where the hell, I mean, cue the crickets. I mean, what's going on? It's like right now, me and you guys that were here for the shoot last year, we went to Big Daddy's up in up on Piedmont for breakfast. Now there is a cool guy. He is not afraid to voice his opinion on this particular regime that's in place right now, and that's why we went there for breakfast. And he sounds like he'll pretty much do whatever he needs to accommodate our crew for breakfast this year. So I thought that was really cool. And he made a comment that the last poll that he saw shows that the fraud, the biggest fraud ever done on the United States of America, which would be in history, will go down as the Obama regime. President, oh no, that's just way too kind of a word. King Obama. Supposedly his ratings right now are at 43%. If I tried, I might be able to find 2 people that I know that that wouldn't take the shot, if you know what I mean. The man has stolen our children's financial futures, and now he has put a lot of Americans in harm's way. What's going to happen? I mean, I'm sorry, if I was one of those 5 guys, the first thing I'd want to do is personally be involved in causing harm to an American. Just to thumb it right in his nose. Or maybe they should grab some Americans and use that as leverage, because all Obama knows how to do is bend over. Okay. On the E scale, AleSmith's Decadence. This is good. This isn't one of the ones where, woof, and all of a sudden you can't see me because my skirt blew over my head. I like this. I would get this again, and I personally give this a 9. German style, 9. German style Doppelbock Lager. There you go. And tomorrow we will, if there is a tomorrow, we'll take a look at the Heart of Darkness again. Whoa. Okay, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Have a safe Monday, and try to meet back here tomorrow. So, cheers, guys.
I'm behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is what work looks like.
So are you going on tonight?